Sarah really having to fight that right elbow coming up.
Into the moon-shaped hold, where most girls had a short rest.
Sarah, 168 centimeters, just. Sean falls. Sean's fall, by the way, if you get to see it, there's a photo he put up on his Instagram, is amazing. He falls in this like pencil-like shape. Trust me, have a look at his Instagram, see it, and he always does it, and he just did it then. So Sarah, left hand up. Onto the head wall now. Shaking out the left hand.
Yeah, resting before the last part of the route. Last, but very long.
All right, here we go. Head wall time for Sarah. She's done well to get here. Just hits that left hand with the fingertips.
That's a hard block to hold. Only a little crimp left.
All right, Sarah on the head wall. And Sarah falls high up on that head wall. She's only done 2 World Cups this year so far, Vila and Chamonix. She's another one probably building towards the World Champs. Big move up with the left. And Neo as well is into the mono. Hits it first time with the middle finger. So all of the men so far have found it fairly straightforward up to this point, but this is where things start to ramp up.
Yeah, he looks fresh.
Let's see how much he's saved.
Yeah, let's see what he can do.
Well, as our drone rotates round, you can see the height of this wall and the backdrop we have. Neo goes back down to rest. 2 minutes 30 on the clock, so lots of time.
Everything looks so easy when he does it.
He's just cruising through these sequences. That move everyone else has made look really hard.
He didn't even flip his right hand.
Nothing, straight into the pinch. And he's starting to approach the top of the wall now. A big jump to come for the men.
Oh, what about the quick draw? Oh.
And he falls eventually. Takes an enormous swing down to the middle of the wall. That was a very impressive performance from Neo Suzuki.
Yeah, that puts him in the lead at this point.
Yeah, we're looking for just 8 climbers to make it through to tomorrow's finals.
Yeah, it's a hard cut to make.
Savage, isn't it? Nolwenn Ark is going to have to work hard here too. She bumps up. Oh, how is she still on that? Just the fingertips. Looks at her hands immediately. Yeah, he's calm and collected as he matches the feet, gets the left hand through, and then he's on this awkward sequence for the men, and a big scream as he gets the right in. He found a few good drop knees earlier on to rest on. Tsiatakis as well is about to do the big move down low, throws the right, gets the pinch locked in. Now up to the crimp. That cut loose for the women is such a cool move.
Yeah.
Not too difficult, but you can feel the sort of swing of it when they go. And a high heel for her in the dish, matching with the hand.
Wow.
And listen to the response Neo is getting now.
Now is getting close to the last moves.
Oh, he slaps and catches it.
Every move counts.
There is solid allays coming from the crowd right now. Every move he does. Misses with the right. Slack towards it to try to get the plus, and he comes down.
Yeah, good climbing from him.
Right, Briancon, though, she's still on, still battling. Out into the side pull. It's blocked higher up. You have to hit it low.
Another high heel.
Yeah, big high heel in as she leans back on the left with the straight arm. Drops the right foot underneath herself, reaches up. And you can see just every move slightly harder than the one before. Starts to burn at you.
That's so classic for World Cup roots. Just gets harder and harder every move. You think you're doing fine, and then it gets harder, and then it gets harder.
That's how they get you. Yeah, it's we've seen a lot of very tricky routes, especially for the women this year. I think there were quite a few complaints last year about the routes being inconsistent, sometimes too easy, sometimes too hard. Seems like this year they've just been super difficult.
Or too bouldery, like the moves are so complicated and you fall on like beta or just a big jump or something, and not due to endurance.
Well, that's all she's holding on to up there. Good shot to show the block.
Yeah, she's approaching the high point.
She retreats, one move, shakes out, readjusts. Intermediate for the right hand, bumping up into another one of those blocked sloper-like volumes.
That's the move, yeah. She got the high point.
So Briancon moves into the #1 spot. Just up with the left hand. It's blind, it's blocked, it's not very nice. Stuck up on volumes.
Yeah, tiny holds.
Oh, she's falling, she does fall. But look at the scoreboard on the right, that's put up. Jim into the head wall.
Yeah, he looks a bit tired, but I think he's recovering.
Yeah, you just have to have something for the next couple of moves here, and you get a bit of a rest by standing up.
High foot up.
Shaking out the right hand, gets the pinch in. Now he's got the mono to come. Should be able to squat down on his legs a little here. And I think Jim is feeling the pump. He's straight into the next mono.
Shaking off.
All right, Jim is through the mono move, which has not really caused too many problems using it. It's just getting to it can be a bit tricky.
That's interesting. Sometimes when people are tired, you can see they're just like running forward, just doing the moves one after the other. And sometimes,
Up she goes. Next couple of moves will make all the difference for Martina Demmel. Hits the left well. Got the energy to make that move. Slapping around the side of the battery.
She's looking good.
Really good for Martina now. Out with the right hand. Hits the side pull, and look at that move. And now she's into this sequence of crimps that seem to get smaller and smaller. First one's more of a foot. She needs to go out to the right. Upgrades the feet. Out with the left. She's on the smallest of the crimps now.
The high point. Yeah, she got the high point.
Well, good separation for the women. We see another high point. Oh, but she loses it finally near the top. But that will jump her, we think, up into the top spot. We'll wait for those results to be confirmed. Meanwhile, Yifei Pan.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the top of the wall on the women's side.
It's coming, isn't it? We haven't seen that many tops recently. There's a speed wall, as you can see, on the left, and then round the back of the wall, there's a climbing area as well. For the purpose of this competition, it's the warm-up wall, for one of the warm-up walls for the athletes. Yifei Pan cuts loose on the pinch. He's got a very awkward clip to do there. Almost mantling. That right arm, the elbow's going up. He's got the mono to come though. That will feel okay for him with the left hand. It's the right I'm worried about. Makes a shake, gets it.
Entering the hard sequence, hard head wall sequence.
Yeah, this is it. Kind of turns a corner. It's quite blind from the right of the wall. We have to enter it. Swinging a kick over. Oh, we nearly lost it then. The right foot was kicking backwards. Yifei Pan, as you can see, in 9th, but look how close the scores are. If you can get a bit higher. Michele is on the dish as well. Shakes out with the left hand. That's, I think, the best rest for the women seems to be this.
Yeah, they are all resting over there.
I guess as well, with the amount of chalk on that, if you're coming up to it, you must know that that's the place everyone's paused.
You need to rest there.
Of course, the setters will be cleaning some of that away. So Vita Lucan and Jules Marchland will have a fresh wall for their next runs. I say, drops the left knee down. Into the pockets. He's about halfway now. Michele rotates the feet through.
Yeah, getting closer to the head wall as well.
Well, for the men, this is where the hard part starts now. It's this mono sequence, and I'm saying, looks like he's struggling here. Just hits the crimp.
Wow.
Positive enough for him to lock it and shake out the right.
Yeah, getting a lot of encouragement from the crowd.
Well, there is the mono above his head. Stretches towards the crimp. Keep an eye on the left as well. Michele is into the dish. Every photographer's
lens. That seems like a good method, the split. He can rest over there.
Yeah, he's found a good position, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, we lose Michele. She's got her heads in her hands. Yeah, Arsene might have found something back here because we know how hard this next bit is, so smart from him. Now he's trying, though. Right hand on the sloper.
Wow.
Huge moves. He grabs the volume, but he was slipping and fell. Let's have a look at the current scoreboard. Neo Suzuki leading the way, 43 for him. And then as we come down, Sean McCall is in the danger zone, 37 plus. He's in 8th position. Campbell Harrison pushed out of the semi-final. There are fireworks going on in the background if you can hear some pops. And for the women, Martina Demel is in the top spot with 43 plus. And down in the danger zone, Zelia Avazou, she climbed first. She's going to be nervous now. 34 plus, got by quite a few women, including Michele, who we've just seen climb. And given themselves that opportunity to go and have maybe a different kind of fun than comp climbing.
Yeah, and maybe see their more and different things that you care about, and
just
you don't
widens
need
your
to
horizons.
put all the pressure on the comp.
Absolutely, yeah. And we see quite a few athletes do it. Some don't. Some are just mainly indoor climbers. All right, Stefano gets the mono. Luchka is through. She didn't spend that much time resting, and she's going to have another rest here. She likes heel hooks, and that right is locked in. Stefano swings left, and you're right, he's so calm at the moment. Wants to change foot for that sloper. In fact, he's going to go right back down to rest off the good right-hand crimp.
Yeah, he looks very good. But also Neil looked really good at that position, and I think the moves are very hard, so we can't know. Need to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, he almost lost that right hand there. Oh, underneath flag. Luchka falls on the left. Stefano is still on there, hits the pinch.
Sticks the hard move.
Big bump and a pinch. Oh, but he loses the right foot, almost stood on the rope as he made that move.
Leah is in the resting position.
Yeah, she's chilling out on that dish, having a look at what's to come. And then the right, Haruki, he's on the sequence of volumes that come up now. There's 4 of them in a row, or 5 if you count the one he's standing on. Bumps out to the left. And I think that move to the left might be a bit height dependent, because we saw Jim Pope, who is a bit smaller, make a big move out there.
Yeah, and cut loose.
Ryu on the heel. Rocks up above the head wall. She gets the clip in, and now she has this tricky sequence coming up. Haruki has not climbed as fast as some of the other athletes, which maybe is sensible because no one's timed out. He's got 2 minutes 45 on the clock, so lots of time. He hits the blocked right hand. Now he's into the dishes. Ryu falls, going up the left.
That looked like a slip.
I think that was round that mark. A lot of people have gone on.
That's so frustrating when you slip on a lead route.
And we see those slips, and I think there's a difference, isn't there, between when you slip and it's like a dry fire, when your hands just go, or when you slip when you're actually pumped, but it looks like a slip. Yeah, nothing more.
But I don't think she gave like everything she had. She looked pretty good, and then I think just her right hand dry fired.
Yeah, so a slip from her sends her down. She'll have to wait and see, but she does look a bit disappointed walking off the stage. Haruki is into the mono. That is the mono. It's quite sloping, actually. But I have seen holds like that before, and it's pretty deep. It feels good when you have it in. Now he rotates the drop knee in, shaking out that right arm. And that right arm's about to become very important because you have to trust it through these 2 moves. He flicks it underneath and gets the pinch.
He's getting pretty high. Yeah, I managed to do the clip.
All right, well, we're approaching the last sequence here. A couple of moves to go. His teammate got closest on 43. He's now bumped up to 43, but due to comeback, will have the higher score. Just brings the right hand, but misses the left.
Another toe hook for Yun Chan. Approaching the head wall.
It's one of those hero-style toes. He's just 15 as well.
No. Wow. That's so impressive.
So Yun Chan, who is 16th in Chamonix, 31st in Villars, so he's...
So many strong young athletes.
Yeah, the field is really, really deep at the moment. And even like this weekend, when, as we said at the beginning, when we have quite a few missing, we still have such a strong semi-final. 16 of the men have made finals before, and 18 of the women have been finalists, so crazy statistics.
Oceana is doing pretty well. Getting high on the wall.
Yeah, she's through that tricky move down low, gets the left hand in.
Yeah, crosses the right foot.
Super strong from her, right? Wow. She enters the crimps. Keep an eye on Yun Chan on the right as well. He's towards the mono. Oceana falls, but that will put her up at the top, or near the top. Incheon just kicks, or hits the quick draw there as it starts swinging. He's into the mono. We're expecting this move to be cruisy, which it is. But this is where we'll see how much he's got left. These moves in the corner of the volume. That's as close as we've seen anyone come to falling on that.
Yeah.
Hits the pinch, but he must be close here. Big jump to get the plus.
Yeah, she's ready to go.
Has the left hand, has the right hand. Good work from Camilla. She does move into a finals place, 36. Camilla looking better now. She's certainly found something back in that rest.
Yeah, that's amazing how they can recover on the wall. Still so much energy and put in to just hold the position and still can recover. Yeah, she's approaching the high point.
All right, here we go. Look at the scoreboard on the right. That will get her up there to 43.
Yeah, the crowd loves it.
And that should be 44, and it is. So first position for Camilla Pouget. That move when you're trying to keep a bit of tension in, but you're not really standing on anything.
Maybe just kicking a hold by mistake. And if your toe is out of the chute, that could be so painful.
Oh, it really can. He should take the thing up. We'll have a word with him afterwards. But he seems to be doing very well with it because he's using toe hooks and he's got to this point very quickly, looking fresh. All right, into the dish. He's choosing this place to rest. It's a good hold, that left hand. So he rests high above the French crowd, above to get into the head wall. And Vita Luken for the women has started her climb as well.
Oh, I love to see her climbing. So strong, so precise.
Yeah, so she'll be up in a moment. Right now, Jules is about to launch into this long crux part. It seems like the entire head wall is the men's crux. First half of the wall just gets you pumped out of your mind, and then you have to do the difficult moves. Gets the mono in. He's on the crimp now and cruising as he swings the feet over.
Looks so confident. That's so important.
Oh, does that flick that scares me every time an athlete does it.
I wonder if they saw that from the ground.
Yeah, he was pretty confident in doing it, but a few of them have kind of hesitated.
Yeah, maybe you just feel that on the wall, you feel you need to switch the hand. He's getting pretty high, but he didn't clip.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't know whether he...
Yeah, but a big smile.
So Vita rests. This is the second resting position the women have found. The first one down low by the dish where her left foot is, and then there's this position.
Yeah, and we have Hamish on the wall already. We'll see him in a second.
A second member of Team GB to climb. All right, Vita starts her journey into the head wall, hits the left hand easily. Swings up to the jib.
I think the director likes to see her climbing too because he's showing us only her.
Vita comes up to the right hand and there's this really high foot. You'd think there was some kind of a knee bar in there, but it's not.
I think the tube is too shallow.
Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to get a good rest, but didn't know which way to put the hand there.
I think the rope was in the way or something.
Yeah, a bit awkward from Vita. And now she's into the small crimp, completely blocked apart from 2 fingers worth. It's the pinch with the right hand, moves the left foot up now.
Yeah, and that's the best part of Vita climbing, the fight at the end. She just never gives up. Ah!
Well, Vita goes. Feeling back on both the volumes. He's got the mono move to come. Hamish, a good on-site climber as well. I spent some time with him in England, in Northern England, where I watched some of his training, and he puts hours into the gym, super dedicated. Hamish looking easy,
yeah,
cruising.
His footwork is amazing. Look at that cross, drop knee. He knows what he's doing.
He does, still looking fresh, but that sloper is a nasty hold, and that's a good angle to show how bad it is. He's opening up the fingers, trying to get as much skin as possible involved. Now he does the flick, less dramatic, thank goodness, than others.
Wow.
This is good work from Hamish. He's nearing the final sequence of moves. Gets the clip in as well. So that's all the clips dealt with.
Now he can go on.
Oh, but he loses the left hand. All right, Ravianto Ramadan is going for Indonesia on the right. Only Indonesian athlete in this semi-final. He's done some pretty spectacular things before, has that man? We'll swap over to him in a sec. Right now with Zhang as she goes towards the rest. Gets it in with the heel, easy clip, and no drama so far from her.
That's the resting point.
Yeah, she shakes out.
One out of not so many.
No, only really two we found. A couple of shakeout points, but nothing good. So Zhang shakes out on the dish. Close shot of her now as she comes out to the side pole, gets that. Now for the first time we see Ravianto Ramadan, 14th in his own World Cup in Jakarta last year. This is his highest placing of 23, 58th in Vila, 36th in Chamonix. Now he's back in a semi-final.
I saw him climbing in the qualifications. He seemed very happy about his climbing.
Yeah, he has a brother. And they're very, very similar in styles as well. Yeah, it was amazing. And oh, Zhang falls going to that 34 move, 34 plus.
Yeah, it's a hard move. We lost a lot of girls over there.
That's going to bump her up the leaderboard. Things have changed slightly since we last saw it, so that 34 plus might not be in the top 8.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see till we get an update on that. Ravianto, meanwhile, is about to go to the good rest for the men. This right hand and then the left hand high up on the black volume above his head. He gets a heel in. It's going to be hard to rock up on that. He changes it to a toe, much better into the crimp.
I'm pretty impressed how all the men are like so flexible, bringing the left foot so high up.
Yeah, it's awkward because you have to, stand up and rock up on it. Great shot there. Bit of a grimace as he shakes out with the right hand. He's into the mono, but very shallow with just the edge of that finger. A few people getting out a little deeper. Gets the clip though. Here we go. Ravianto will have to find some endurance now. And he's looking pretty fresh as he rests.
Yeah, resting, chilling.
I love having you here, Ayala, because you're so amazed whenever they do something of like endurance. Usually I'm the one who's shocked, but it's nice to see someone else as well. Ravianto,
wow.
He's screaming. This is where Hamish fell, and he loses it as well.
Yeah, but did a great job in qualifications. Qualified in what it is, like 11th place, maybe. 10th.
Yeah, in the second half of things. Remember, people come on in the opposite order from where they qualified. So Zilia Avazu for the women who came out first qualified in last place, with Shen So qualified in first, and she'll come out last this evening.
I think Seo and Jain both topped both of the routes, so they are actually tied up in their first position.
Yeah, we'll see them later. The two teammates climbing one after the other at the end of this comp. Right now, Hannah, actually both shoulders taped.
Hannes Pullman is approaching the wall.
We stick with Hannah though. She makes a reach up left for the clip. That's a series of quite awkward moves here coming into this foot cut loose sequence. If she decides to do it, lots of body tension though. And then decides to cut loose. Hannah rests down low. There's a better rest coming. She won't know that, of course. And we want to try to find a moment here. It's a bit awkward with the foot up underneath you. Oh, she slips.
That looked like a hard move, but everyone made it look so easy.
Yeah, she's the first one we've really seen go on that. Steps his feet in, shakes out with the left hand. The audience, considering how big it is, focused and looking out left now, and everyone's eyes are staring up at Hannes. Into the pinch, no hesitation, no real rest from Hannes still.
He's also a good fighter.
Yeah, he'll start screaming at some point.
I'm not supposed to say.
Yeah, good point. He'll just give up now, that'll be it. But no, he's known for his occasional power scream. Into the mono for Hannes. He didn't choose to sit and rest like others have done on that black volume. That was Hannes. A big whoop from him.
Enjoying yourself on the wall is the most important thing.
It was either that or the pump just hit him in a wave and he was like, oh my goodness, here we go. Oh, catches the right hand just. Now he's screaming.
Now he's fighting.
Every move.
A real fighter screams.
He almost prematurely screamed there before he realized where he was going. And now this is the holder that's shot off a lot of people. He looks okay on it. And he is okay on it.
Come on.
Huge from Hannes here. Makes the match.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Wow. I wonder if he got that hold.
And then on the
Lana.
women's, yeah, Lana Skusek is go.
Climbed amazingly this morning.
Someone you spend time with or not so much?
Actually, I don't know her that well.
In terms of Team Israel, who you kind of do simulations with and who you hang out with, is there one team that you focus on?
We had two training camps with the German team, which were great.
Oh,
we lost her.
Super early fall.
That looked like a slip, but I'm not sure.
Sebastian's looking good as well, climbing quickly through the bottom. Shakes out that left hand. Cheers for both of the athletes here. Sebastian with the left drop knee in a splits position. And Natsumi now is approaching the move that Lana fell on. And as it's always the way when we see an early fall, I start to get nervous now when I watch it. Sebastian, will he use this rest? I think he might for a sec. And he's certainly going to shake out on it. All right, here we go. This is the move. Keep an eye on the left of your screens. This is where Lana struggled. Much more solid there. Got it first time. It's a bit higher on it.
Yeah, left foot high up. And didn't cut loose.
Nice, Natsumi waits in the dishes. She's entering the rest section for the women. Meanwhile, Sebastian is entering the crux section for the men. Here we go. Up into the first blocked crimp. Hits the pinch. We'd expect him to do the next couple of moves okay. Natsumi hasn't really rested yet. Makes a jump out to the right, campusing it instead. Trusting the hold's good enough.
Yeah, now she's resting a bit. Not too long.
Yeah, she moves quickly through. All right, here we go. Well, business time for both athletes. First of the women's cruxes coming up. And Sebastian is deep into it, misses the left. Frustration from him again, but as we said, coming back from an injury. And I think when he looks back on this, he'll still be pleased to make another semi-final. So Natsumi misses. Yeah. That was the first crux. And she will come back down to the ground. Outside of the finals for her, but a good performance considering how long she's been away. Precise from Manon Healy. No dramatics. More than capable of making a finals here tonight. Almost looking down the list of names, almost anyone from now on could. All right, Yoshiyuki is being forced to rest here. Pump getting him eventually, so he will shake out for a moment before he goes.
Yeah, both are resting.
Yeah, Manon with some awkward crossed hands. She's trying to get them in the correct position for the next move, set herself up properly.
Tried to put 2 fingers into the mono.
Why not? But it changed back to the mono. So this is why kid crushers are so unfair. You know, they just have smaller fingers. Go do action direct. All right, Yoshiyuki hits the flick. And if he's got something in the tank, he doesn't look that tired at the moment. Upgrades the right hand. Tricky move coming up, though. Oh, he's trying to guppy that edge of the volume.
Wow.
Misses the clip the first time. Gets it the second time, nearly falls. Surely he's got to fall. I don't know how he's still on. The right Yoshiyuki Ogata just fell off about 4 times.
Yeah, what an epic fight.
Brilliant for him. That right thumb on the edge of the volume saving him for a second, but he was always on the way out, I think. What a fight from Yoshiyuki Ogata. Well, Manon Healy has a big move coming up as well. Gets it.
Easily done.
Good work from her. Now she'll pick up the pace here. Not much point hanging around on this head wall, no resting positions. And that 30-degree overhang starts to burn at you, swings the feet up. Small crimp to come, easily in. Let's look at the scoreboard. She's in 6th.
Every move is important right now.
Really is. It's a high-scoring round for the women.
Yeah, if you want to make it into finals. Oh.
Close on the crimp.
Yeah. But I think that was the high point. Yeah, she's in first position.
Luca just hits the left, had to readjust on it, nearly went backwards.
Oh,
nearly
almost slipped.
Yeah, he's had a few of those. Into the mono, reaches up above his head towards the crimp. And Molly just quietly on the left, getting on with things.
Yeah, not rushing. taking her time.
Yeah, she's got half of her time left.
Yeah, but she seems to have it under control.
Yeah, she's looking good, but she's going to have to start working now. This is the first of the really tricky moves coming up. Look at Luca as well. His elbows are out. I think he's a move away. He does fall.
He didn't see the flip before he bumped his left hand.
I'll have to wait and see for the scores for him. We'll stay with Molly now.
Yeah, Molly did the first hard move. Well, there were a lot of hard moves, but...
The first of the crux moves.
Yeah.
Oh, just that toe pressing against the wall on the left. She's so strong with that move. Like to swing the legs all the way from that low up above her head. But this is where she needs to focus. This is where the finals will be decided, the next couple of moves. She's in with the right hand, needs to be precise with the left now. Just on the pinch, trying to get the narrow part. She's ignoring the draw at the moment. I think she's going for those points. She is going for the points. She'll touch it. She'll get close. She'll be within the top 8 at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, let's look at our scoreboard. Hans Pullman leads the way with 46.
That's so good for him.
Awesome from him. Down at the bottom, Stefano Gasolfi is in the danger zone at the last place of the final. Hamish McArthur starting to going down. Neo Suzuki as well. Suddenly, high 40s are needed. It's the story of the men's. And for the women, oh, we just watched her. Molly Thompson-Smith gets 44 plus. Due to count back, she jumps over Manon Healy, Vita Lucan, and Camilla Pouget, who all hit that 44 plus mark. Down at the bottom, Sarah Chopper, 40 plus. And Oceana and Lucia Tarkas as well will be nervous. Martina Demel climbed early, still in 5th position.
Yeah.
Ashihiro Higuchi as well, looking solid. He's a regular in the semi-finals and final scene. Salome one-arms herself up into the position. Masahiro locks off the crimp with the left, brings the right into the pinch. And it's mono time, easily in. High above his head for the crimp. Good work with his feet, and at no moment has he really looked flustered so far. Salome Roman has a big move coming up though, looked a little uncomfortable. Oh my goodness, she had to palm into the volume there. And that's what we were saying about doing things differently. Kicks the quick draw to get it swinging. I think she's proven my point there with those moves. Look at this from Masahiro Higuchi, super strong. These holds are problematic. Shakes out, needs to be very precise with that left hand.
Yeah, he's very high up.
He's cruising, honestly, at the moment.
Good.
Salome launches into the rest. Here we go.
First one controlling the pinch.
Well, we've got a jump to go, and then we might see our first top of the evening. Let's find out. He's got his left hand, he jumps, he does hit it, and he holds it. And that is our first top. And a big shot.
That's the feeling we were talking about.
That's why everyone's disappointed, right? You missed that. Well, our first top of the evening, the men's route is climbable. And that will be a finals place for him as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he promised himself a place in the finals. I think he knows that, and he's happy.
Very happy. You can hear that shouting. That's his coach, not the athlete shouting over him. All right, Salome Roman, though, is in the second of the good rest. Changes to a toe hook. Stretching out different parts of her body, making sure nothing's cramping up, nothing's getting pumped. But here she goes, and this is important now, but she falls straight away. And
looks disappointed.
Yeah, that will not be a finals place.
Doesn't seem like a good one either.
No. Yeah, it's that awkward place where it goes from 40 degrees to 30 degrees, and it's difficult with your body kind of arched over that change in transition. Xion makes sure of the left foot, rocks up towards the crimp, matches with the feet and comes into the pinch.
He's only 17 years old.
Yeah, another up-and-comer. His hometown is Tokyo. He's got some pretty heavy strapping on his right ankle, though. I want to see how much of that was sock and how much is strapping, but it is strapped. Okay,
No,
well,
Hakuma seems to make her way up. Seems easy.
yeah, she's one of those athletes where when she falls, you don't see it coming often with her. She'll just happen in a moment. Xion just gets the left pinch. She now flicks the right hand. And then Hakume is almost horizontal on the wall. She takes a last shake out before the crimps.
That clip is so hard.
Yeah, it's really awkward. He doesn't really try to get it. Takes the big swing into the side of the wall. Yeah, the wall drops away so sharply. The athletes drop a long way when they fall, especially if they're right by a draw. So Nano Hakume shakes out and rests on that crimp. Oh, come on. It's one of the smallest holds on the route. All right, here we go. She's nearing the high point now. Can she stick this right hand?
Oh, solid.
No problem, eh?
Yeah, first one to stick that move.
And she'll move into the top spot, matches it. Slaps. How does she hold that ball as well?
These are hard holds. These I know. These are hard.
Oh, she's on slopers at the top of the wall. Brings a foot up.
Very open slopers.
Look how calm she looks as well. The rope is in an awkward position too, so she'll have to, there, flicks it out now. Gets the clip in, I tell you what, we could be on for a top here. The right hand is starting to get a bit pumped, so she loses the left. No, Hakume comes down.
Yeah, amazing.
Easily the high point for her.
We'll see you in finals tomorrow again.
We will indeed. Oh, this is shaping up to be good. Taisai now launches into the block crimp. Shaking out that right hand. He's still looking good. Liska's super high on that undercling.
Both climbers are in the crooks section. First crooks for Eliska and higher crooks for Taisei Oma.
Yeah, Eliska did that very much like Molly did it. Right underneath the holds, just brought the hand through, not a big drop. Taisei is so flexible with that split rest.
Yeah.
Up to the sloper, he locks that off. And he's looking at that flick and he gets it. Eyeballed it before he made the move. And Liska has a very awkward resting position here. There's a better one coming.
2 feet above her head.
That's not chill at all. She goes towards the dish. I think now she will rest better.
But Taisei Homa is resting over there.
Yeah, he's still looking good. Oh, we could see 2 in a row here. But no, it's not to be, but that should be a finals place for Taisei Homa. But no top for him. Eliska now is away from the rest. She's entering the harder part of the route here.
Now entering the second crooks.
This head wall goes on for such a long time. I keep sort of bringing my gaze down the wall and I keep on going down, you know, it's massive.
Yeah.
We've had a few new venues in the last couple of years. Of course, Koper in Slovenia, that's brand new. And we'll go back there in September.
Also, Chamonix was new.
Yep. They sold their wall to Jakarta. Jakarta took their wall and they've got a new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Eliska bumps the left hand up straight away. No hesitation from her. Good shot of that right hand crimp.
Yeah, that hole looks nasty.
It looks horrible. Every time they grab it, I think it's sharp and in-cut, and it's not at all. She's got the clip in, though. Looks back towards the left to make sure of her feet before. Oh, just a bit of a slip. All right, Eliska grinding towards where a lot of women have fallen. Up on top of that last battery-shaped volume. Manohar Kume well out in front with that 49 plus, and then Molly underneath 44 plus, Manon Healy 44 plus as well, as is everyone down to Camilla Pouget.
She's resting over there too.
Eliska in form, clearly.
Yeah. And when you climb in a semi-final, you can know like what is your position at the moment. You don't know if you need to get all the way like to the top to make it to finals, or if you're already past everyone, you have no idea. Maybe the crowd can hint.
Oh, the crowd need to get behind her now because she's approaching.
Yeah.
Manohar Kume's score.
What a performance.
I don't think the leaderboard, by the way, is working on the right. That's why she isn't on it. So ignore that for the time being.
This is where we lost Manohar.
Oh, it is Eliska as well.
Yeah, that looks like a hard move.
Ayala, I just want to say thank you to you because you answered my call very last moment because Oscar Baudran, who was going to do this semi-final, was sick. So, Oscar, if you're listening, I hope you feel better soon. But thank you so much for saving me in the last moment.
I'm very happy to be here.
All right, over the head wall for out. Hits the crimp. This men's route only really about the head wall. Underway for the women. Natsuki Tani gets going. All right, here we go. Crux section for the men coming up. Swings over to the left. Well, he hits the flick, so that's that done. Now he's struggling, wanting to get a knee involved. He had it for a second, that allowed him to shake out, but the heel he's trying to get won't. This is a real fight now.
Yeah.
He slips. We'll wait and see. Updated scores on that one. She's at the head wall now. So Tony Yoshida is climbing for the men. Korea and Japan will focus heavily from now on, the only nations left in this semi-final. She hits the hard early crux with the left hand. Right hand on that slopey crimp we got a shot of earlier to show us how bad it really was. Oh, nearly fell getting that clip in.
Yeah, the rope got between her legs.
Yeah, not ideal, and she's quickly into this next part.
Trying to grab that foothold.
Yeah, it's hard to see it because it's in the same line as the other crimp, so perhaps on the ground it looks like a hold. But that's the one you are going to. That's the one that Manohar Kume rested on, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, Such a nasty trim.
Horrible.
Yeah,
No.
tries to clip, but then changed her mind.
She's going to drop down and rest as well.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I mean, I guess it's sharp. Maybe it feels good. She reset this. She missed this clip before, fumbled it a little. I think she's going for the plus points here, although that looked good.
Wow.
Okay.
So many decisions you have to make on the wall. Like, she tried to clip, felt too tired, then decided to move on. Then she could clip from higher up.
Yeah, and the right hand she went to was the one that most people have fallen off. Obviously, she doesn't know that.
Yeah.
But for us watching her go up, I was like, oh, that's the wrong decision. But she drops the sloper. All right, let's see how much he has kept. So he's got the clip in. Drops down on the left foot. Will sit there for a sec, looks down at the clock. He has got time. Only one top so far in a whole of the semi-final. Gets the flick, holds it well. Look for that knee bar around the corner for a second and then pull back from it. He's fully wrapping that right hand. You can use it as a pinch, but he's got it locked in over the top.
Oh,
And he falls.
foot slip.
But that is a finals place. Yeah,
Did all of them?
Pretty much all of them, yeah. So he's just working his way into this comp thing, I think. This comp feeling. He won in Dallas as well, another one of those.
Working his way.
Working his way, exactly, by jumping straight in.
Yeah.
Well, he's won the boulder in his first ever, proper season. So
Yeah.
yeah. Jan Kim is quickly through. She's actually climbing quickly for her as well. She's been fairly slow in the last couple of competitions. And maybe she's just decided to step things up a bit here in speed. Nearly got timed out in Vilas.
Yeah, she's halfway, half time. That seems like a good pace.
Yeah, good from her. Serato crosses through into the pockets. Thumb engaged underneath. And he's looking pretty comfortable at the moment.
He always looks comfortable.
Yeah, he rarely looks flustered, doesn't he? He just takes everything in his stride. He gets the left foot up, changes into a heel, the giant falls.
No.
And that will be her out of finals, so we won't see a repeat. We'll wait to see the scores, of course, when they're on the screen. Things can change, but that was fairly low for her.
So many slips today.
There is a lot of no-techs on these routes, especially for the women. Maybe that's caused some problems. All right, Serato rotates over to the left, gets a drop knee in.
You can see on the scoreboard there are a lot of guys with 33. That will be the cut for the finals, but I think it will go back to count back.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. And look how quickly he jumps up through the ranks.
Yeah.
All right, Serato is resting on that hold that most people could barely hold. He chalks up. The last couple of moves from Serato. We could see our second top here. Oh,
So easy.
a different route we're watching here.
Yeah.
Easy pop to the top, a little swing. He's got to clip that draw though for it to count, so he gets it in easily, and I don't think Serato was ever near 80% there.
Yeah, he's definitely in great shape. They can have the best run on the wall, on the route.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone. Thanks to the volunteers. And now we get to fully focus on this. She's taking her time through the bottom section.
Last climber of this semi-final. Maybe we'll see their first top of the women's route.
She's certainly one who could do it. I mean,
Yeah.
before that mistake in Chamonix, she looked in great form. And she was devastated by that mistake. She was in tears for a long time after it finished. I think she knew that she can win comps at the moment, you know?
Yeah.
She felt like one got away from her. Right, she hits the undercling with the left, crosses easily over with the right.
And she had a good season in the bouldering too. Made her first podium, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, something she's been working really, really hard at. She knew she needed to improve that. And I think it's made a difference to her lead climbing. Like,
Yeah.
you can see a confidence in the way she does some moves.
Yeah, you can know all of the moves are possible and not too hard for you if you practice boulder regularly.
Yeah, it's a good point, that, actually, because you know, because it's unlikely there'll be a move in this harder than a boulder move, usually.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, having that extra power to draw on can help. Slow and steady from Xian So, trying not to make any mistakes. She's got 3 minutes 30 on the clock, which is a lot of time left on this route. All right, makes the last clip. We're nearing the place where Zhang fell. So we know mistakes can happen here. This is it, this move to the left. It can go wrong or it can look very easy. Oh, and it has gone wrong. Oh, it's another fall. I think she went over as well, hit it with the back.
Maybe.
These results are provisional, they might change, but so far, Sarato Anraku, Masahiro Higuchi, Hannes Pullman, Taisai Hama, Haruki Umuro, Satone Yoshida, Shion Omata, and Yoshiki Okata. So all Japanese, apart from Hannes Pullman in third place.
Wow!
Unreal.
He's representing
It really is.
all of the world except for Japan.
There we go. Well, that's tomorrow. And then Ravianto just pushed outside. Such a shame for him. Got 43, but Countback pushed him out. Down at the bottom, Arsène Duval in 20th. Hamish MacArthur, he was so disappointed falling off. Popped that left hand. He scanned down our lift. A few of the men falling a little earlier on, but most getting up into the 30s, or everyone in the 30s. Campbell Harrison at the bottom, 34 plus for him. Geordie Poles, good result in his first semi-final in 23rd. Sean McCall, 174. We celebrated his 174th World Cup, and he did well tonight. And Eliska Adamovska, 49 plus. She's in the top spot.
Yeah.
No Hakume. Awesome from Eliska. Well, we said it might be adjusted, and it was. Natsuki Tani in third, Molly Thompson-Smith in fourth, Manon Healy fifth, Vita Luke in sixth, Camille Pouget seventh, Martina Demel in eighth. Lucia Tarkas just pushed out.
Yeah, Martina Demel made her first finals.
True, good point. Awesome from Martina. And then coming on down, Sarah Chopra, 40 plus, gets her 11th. Luchka Rakovic had a fairly early fall for her, 34. That 34 plus is where we saw Xian So go. So we saw almost everyone from 14th down go.
Yeah, that was a hard move.
Uber hard move all the way down to 23rd, well, sorry, 23rd place. And then Anna Koike fell early, as did Lana Skusek. So that is the result as they stand. Remember, things do change.